Welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voters interviews of candidates for the Meridian School District Board. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Joy Monjuri, and my guest is Jasmine Fast, who's running for the District 3 position on the Meridian School Board. We're asking the candidates for this office the same 3 questions. Each candidate has 2 minutes to answer each question, and the answers are timed. This video of candidate Fast's responses will remain on our website until after the elections on November 4th, 2025. Candidate Fast, thank you very much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve in public office.
I'm happy to be invited.
Our first question is, what specific issues or goals inspired you to run for the Meridian School Board?
Start my timer on my end here. Um, I have 2 children in the Meridian School District. My son went through MP3 and Irene Ryther Elementary, now at the middle school, and my daughter's at the elementary school. So I've had a bit of time to see how these programs have progressed, after school programs have progressed. And what really inspired me to run was the lack of after school programs that were available at the elementary school. Lots of sports opportunities for the kids, which is wonderful. Meridian's really honed in on that. And I wanted to get more of a variety. So I started looking into how we could incorporate a cooking class after school. And so I partnered with Common Threads Farms and came across a lot of red tape and administrative barriers, and it took about a year and a half to finally get those cooking classes going. So excited to say now we're on our third year of being able to offer a cooking club after school. So that's really what sparked my interest, and I want to make sure that we're eliminating those administrative barriers and whatever obstacles that are in the way of creating more after school opportunities for our students.
Great. All right. Question 2. What did you learn from the April 2025 bond failure, and how should the district proceed to address its aging Meridian Middle School?
It was so disappointing to have that result a second time, and I think the biggest lesson learned was we need to focus on our budget transparency to our community. I think one of the biggest concerns for our voters is that they wanna see where those dollars are going. They want to ensure that if they're going to be voting on this bond, to replace our middle school and to help rebuild our high school theater, both of them very much needed. They want to be sure that those dollars are going where they say that they're going. And I think it's really important that we have a clear and transparent budget to build community trust.
Okay, thank you. And your last question. Are achievement gaps among student groups a concern for the district? Why or why not?
That's an interesting question. I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. We want to make sure that our students are getting a high quality education, world-class education that is going to get them into the the universities that they want to. But then we also have students where that might not be their path, and maybe going into trades programs, offering apprenticeship programs for our students might be more applicable for them. So having having those differences in those disparities in those grades, um, I'm not sure that that's the right method to gauge the success of our students. I think that we should implement other measurements of success.
Okay, thank you. Once
Yeah.
again, thank you for giving the public this insight into your views and values. Viewers, please don't forget by November 4th to vote. Ballots must be sent by mail, postmarked that day if you send them by mail, and dropped in the drop boxes that evening by 8 o'clock. And if you want more information, look for votewa.gov. That's votewa.gov. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Joy.
Mhm.